There are a lot of exotic pets out there. From cute little hedgehogs to giant crocodile monitors, exotic pets seem to be all the rage nowadays. However, replacing your golden retriever with a wolf dog isn't as simple as it might seem. In the US, there's no federal law regulating or banning exotic animals. Instead, state and local legislatures decide what you and your neighbor are legally allowed to own. Oftentimes, they'll make you jump through hoops to own these beautiful but potentially very dangerous creatures. Number 10. Owl. Unfortunately for most of you muggles, keeping an owl as a pet just isn't on the cards. The United States only allows people who are trained and licensed to keep owls. Even then, it's only allowed in very specific situations, such as if you're rehabilitating the bird. Permits from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service are required, and your permit can be revoked at any time. And get this, you aren't even allowed to possess an owl's feather without first obtaining a permit. When it comes to owls, the US means business. So why does the US make it so difficult to get a pet owl? For one, owls are protected under the Migratory Bird Treaty Act of 1918. The law was written to protect all of the birds that migrate between the US and Canada. Secondly, owls could be dangerous. They aren't all as obedient and sweet as Hedwig. In 2017, a great horned owl killed an Atlanta family's dog. In 2015, a Seattle man was struck by an aggressive owl during a walk through the park. His head was cut open by the bird's claws. Still convinced that an owl is your dream pet? Don't forget that these giant birds are nocturnal. They will keep you up all night, cooing and destroying your house. Owls are fierce carnivores that will spend the entire night looking for something to hunt. Number 9. Ban dogs. Ever heard of ban dogs? This dog literally has ban in the name. Ban dog is a term that refers to non-purebred dogs that have been selectively bred to be strong protectors and guards. The term originated in the Middle Ages and was used to refer to dogs that were bred to be fighters. In other words, they're bred to be terrifying. Just look at this terrifying monster. Ban dogs are not a recognized breed, but they're illegal if one of the parents is a breed that's outlawed, and governments are trying to get rid of them as their behavior from mixing breeds can be unpredictable. They're banned in parts of Romania, Switzerland, and the US. Usually, ban dogs are some sort of mix between strong breeds like Mastiffs and Pit Bull Terriers. Even if you're a big fan of those breeds, keep in mind that ban dogs are designed with fighting and aggression in mind. They're stubborn dogs who will attack if they want to, but that hasn't stopped people from breeding and adopting them. In 2017, more than 30 Americans were killed by pit bulls and mastiffs. Compare that to shark attack fatalities. There are only 5 worldwide. It's no wonder that hundreds of US municipalities have banned these unpredictable and often aggressive dogs. Number 8. Wolf dog. Here's a variety of dog that just might be more intimidating than the ban dog. The wolf dog, also known as the wolf hybrid, is half dog, half wolf. Apparently, people really get a kick out of bringing giant aggressive animals into their homes. There are estimated to be over 100,000 wolf dogs in the United States. Most of them are a cross between the gray wolf and a Siberian husky or German shepherd dog. Wolves are obviously wild animals, so it shouldn't come as a surprise that crossbreeding them with a dog can get you into some legal trouble. 40 states have made it illegal to own, breed, or import a wolf dog. These 125-pound beasts are also illegal in parts of Canada and most of Europe. I, for one, am very thankful that wolf hybrids are illegal. Can you imagine encountering a wolf dog at the park? Wolf hybrids can be massive. Just take a look at Yuki, who is currently living at a wolf sanctuary in Florida. Don't be fooled by Yuki's adorable smile. There's a reason that so many states define wolf hybrids as wild animals. Their behavior is super unpredictable compared to your average dog. There are loads of gory stories of wolf dog attacks, but I'll spare you the details. Let's just say they are 100% capable of ripping off a human head. Number 7. Penguin. Some people really like the idea of keeping penguins as pets. Sure, I get it. They're cute little birds and their tuxedos are to die for. But these birds really are best left in the Arctic. One of the most important reasons that penguins make awful pets is their diet. A penguin needs to eat around 13 pounds of fish per day. That's about 90 fish every 24 hours. I don't know about you, but I definitely don't have access to such a large supply of fish. Not to mention, penguins are super social creatures. They become depressed in isolation and thrive in groups of 20 or more. In other words, keeping penguins would require a cold, saltwater pool big enough for 20 penguins to play in and a supply of thousands of fish per day. Good luck cleaning that pool out every day. In the United States, all species of penguin are protected. That means that the only way you'd be able to get one is if you purchased it from a zoo. However, that's virtually impossible to do. There are a bunch of permits and licenses involved in owning a penguin, and zoos aren't exactly known for selling their animals. Sorry to disappoint those of you who thought you were going to be a proud penguin owner someday. If it's any consolation, penguins probably aren't as cute and cuddly as you thought. Scientists who study penguin behavior have frequently found that penguins are actually pretty creepy. They sexually abuse baby chicks, attempt to mate with dead females, and kidnap each other's babies. Not exactly the sort of behavior you want to come home to after a long day at work. Number 6. Lions. The reasons why owning a lion is a terrible idea pretty much go without saying, but apparently that hasn't stopped people from trying. In fact, so many people have tried to bring lions into their homes that states had to start writing laws against it. These states have outright banned lion ownership, and these highly regulated. They require specialized permits that are very difficult to get. But if you live in Oklahoma, Nevada, North Carolina, Alabama, Delaware, or Wisconsin, congratulations! You can technically adopt your own Simba. Lions are very serious predators, and no matter how cuddly lion cubs may look, you can't take away their instinct to hunt. Unfortunately, one Chechnya man didn't realize that until it was too late. Michael Prosek was 34 years old when he was mauled to death by his pet lion in March 2019. Owning a lion is illegal in the Czech Republic, but that didn't stop him from keeping 2 large lions caged in his backyard. His goal was to breed them, but he was killed before he could. Michael's father found him dead inside the male lion's cage, with the door locked from the inside. And if that's not enough to convince you that owning a lion is a terrible idea, in 2016, an Egyptian lion trainer was killed during a live performance. The audience watched as the lion cut open his face, broke his bones, and cracked open his skull. Meow. Number 5. Bears. Here's another beast you definitely shouldn't keep as a pet. Keep in mind that wild bears are already a pretty major threat to human life. North America has seen 25 fatal bear attacks since 2010. Since bears are pretty dangerous creatures, 31 states have completely banned bear ownership. Florida has not, which is how Monica Weld and her son Johnny get away with living with 14 bears. For the Welds, bear keeping is a family tradition. Their family has been looking after bears who need homes for more than 90 years. Johnny has even come to think of the grizzlies and black bears at Paradise Ranch as his siblings. The Welds may still have all of their limbs intact, but not every bear owner has been so lucky. In 2009, Kellyanne Walls of Pennsylvania was killed by her 350-pound pet, ironically named Teddy. Kelly adopted Teddy when he was still a cub and had been caring for him for 9 years when he turned on her. The bear killed Kellyanne while she was cleaning out his cage, and she was pronounced dead at the scene. Number 4. Chimpanzees. We may share a common ancestor with chimps, but that doesn't mean they belong in our homes. Only 4 states have outright banned pet chimps, and in the rest it is possible to get one as long as you can obtain a permit. Pet chimps are even legal across the UK, but that definitely doesn't mean it's a good idea to own one, as they are ridiculously strong. Just ask Charla Nash, who barely lived to tell the tale of her attack. She was nearly killed by her friend's pet chimp Travis, who had actually become pretty famous after he appeared in commercials for Coca-Cola and Old Navy. Charla went to her friend's house in 2009 and picked up Travis's favorite Tickle Me Elmo toy. I guess Travis wasn't in the mood to share because things turned violent very quickly. He completely tore up Charla's face and body. Charla underwent 7 hours of life-saving surgery. She lost her entire face, including her eyes, lips, and nose. She also lost both of her hands. In 2011, she received a face transplant, but she still needs routine care because of her injuries. Number 3. Monkeys. Like chimpanzees, monkeys can become incredibly aggressive. They're also a major health concern. Unlike most pets, like dogs and cats, humans and monkeys can transmit dangerous diseases to one another. They've even been known to transmit herpes. It's no wonder that legally owning a monkey is no easy feat. 19 states, including California, Colorado, and New York, have completely banned their citizens from owning monkeys. No wonder Ross Geller from Friends was made to give up his monkey Marcel. Most states that do allow pet monkeys have pretty strict restrictions. For example, you don't qualify for a pet monkey permit in Florida unless you've logged over 1,000 hours volunteering with monkeys. And even that doesn't seem to be enough. In 2018, a pet monkey escaped its owner's car in a Home Depot parking lot, ran into the store, and bit an employee. Not only are monkeys extremely destructive and potentially dangerous, they can have a really hard time thriving when they're kept as pets. In fact, they can become so depressed that they self-harm. Taking care of a monkey is not easy, and it isn't uncommon for them to become so ill that they have to be put down. Number 2. Slow loris. If you've ever seen a slow loris, then it probably comes as no surprise that people want to keep them as pets. These little primates are absolutely adorable. They have soft-looking fur, big round eyes, and the cutest little faces. But slow lorises are not as sweet as they look. They may only weigh 2 pounds, but they have a secret weapon that they use at any moment, a toxic, venomous bite. So owning one is clearly not the best idea. In fact, owning a slow loris is illegal in literally every country. That's because every country where slow lorises live in the wild, including Thailand, Malaysia, and Indonesia, have strict laws regarding slow loris protection. Since they are protected species, removing them from the wild, breeding them, and trading them is very much illegal. That's probably for the best, considering their venom is toxic enough to kill. Most people who have been bitten by a slow loris experience severe swelling, but some have experienced fatal anaphylaxis after a slow loris bite. Number 1. Komodo dragon. Ever dreamed of being a dragon owner? Then I'm sorry to disappoint you, but owning a Komodo dragon isn't as magical as it might sound. First off, it's illegal. Like the slow loris, Komodos are protected by the Indonesian government, which makes them illegal everywhere else in the world. But that's for the best, because they'll destroy your house, eat all of your food, and if they get aggressive, you're in big trouble. Their bite is strong enough to break a human leg in 2. I don't know about you, but I definitely don't want any leg-breaking monsters in my home. To make matters worse, they are venomous fiends whose bites can send you to the hospital. There have been 5 reported deaths in the last 50 years, along with many dangerous attacks. In 2009, an Indonesian park ranger was nearly killed during an attack in Komodo National Park. The dragon wandered into his office, clenched down on his leg, and didn't let go. Main fought back and eventually got away, but his recovery took 6 months. It seems that no matter how many good reasons there are against owning certain animals, we still just can't help ourselves. Would you still consider owning a penguin after hearing all this news? Or have you been put off altogether? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thanks for watching.